Y'all, it is that time again. We were out here in these streets spending money, and we are here to talk about it. Hold on, where's my little sticky note? Where is my sticky note? Here it is. Here it is, y'all. This is the latest edition of what I spent versus paying off debt. Okay? Because, guys, here's what it is for me. I, for the majority of my life, have been an oversaver. So much so, you know how in your financial journey they say to save 3 to 6 months of expenses? And then if you want to get froggy with it because you met that goal, save up a year. Well, one day I decided to sit and add up what I saved, and it turned out that I saved 5 years of expenses. 5 years, not even in investment accounts. This is just savings. Okay. Then also, I was that person that whenever I spent money, I felt some kind of way about it. I'm talking about sometimes I would almost have an emotional breakdown. Case in point, I went to Morocco and spent like $500 on stuff. And it pretty much, me spending $500 unplanned, almost ruined that trip for me. It kind of did. It just set an overcast on that trip. And it didn't have to, because it wasn't like I didn't have the money. It wasn't like I was struggling. It wasn't like anything was going to be hurt, harmed, or fouled by me spending that money. When I was younger, guys, I remember I had a friend at work, and we would go get a smoothie, but I wouldn't let us both get a smoothie. We would get one smoothie, and we would share the smoothie. We would split it, not from the same cup. We would pour it in 2 different cups, and that's what we would do. I would go on vacations with friends, and you know how you would go to the grocery store and everybody's like, in the beginning of the vacation, you go to the store. Well, this is what we used to do. We would go to the store and buy things for the house or wherever we were staying for us to make meals, cook, or whatever. And I would have an eagle eye. I would look to see if somebody grabbed something that they either wasn't going to share or I didn't want it. And they would put it on that belt. And I would be like, you spent $2 that didn't belong to us. I'm not splitting $2. I'm telling y'all, I was real petty when it came to money. And I was real anxious when it came to money. Another example is this. People say, like Jay and I, me and my partner, we do our finances separately. And even when we marry, we're still going to keep our finances separate, because I don't want is it anxious? What's that word I'm looking for when you just be over, like you just be, it's not obsessed. I can't think of what the word is, but I don't want my ways and how I feel about money to overcloud what he does over there with his money. You know what I mean? Because if we combine finances, if we combine things, I'm going to have the tendency to think of it as I'm going to be in charge and I'm going to be asking questions. And why did you spend this? Why? I don't want that. I have bad habits when it comes to micromanaging and being overly, it's not even attached to money. Because even when he spends his own money, if I'm looking, I'm judgmental. Like, why are you buying that? We can be on a beautiful vacation. I remember one time, case in point, we were in Costa Rica. He wanted some oysters. The oysters were like $42 for 6 oysters. And he wanted them. He was like, well, Well, we're going to be in Costa Rica having Costa Rican oysters again. And I'm like, I don't care. We ain't spending $42 on no oysters. So I don't want to be that person when it comes to money. So I had to start giving myself exercises to spend more money and to spend it freely and to spend it without apology. And more importantly, to spend it without feeling some kind of way. You know? And so that's what this is about. And what this is also about is saying, when you do choose to spend money, however you choose to spend it, be aware, be conscious. Because another thing that some people do, not me, y'all, but some people do is they will spend, and not even know what they spent money on. You know, it's like, dang, I just had $100 or $500 and it's just gone. You know, but why? Where did it go? It didn't just go. It's not just gone. You did something with it. And if you did do something with it, you should do something with it consciously. Okay? And so that's what this is about. This is about, what did I spend that could have went to debt? Because I'm trying to pay off a house, y'all. So what money could have went there, but didn't because I did something else with it? And with this informed look at what I'm doing, I can say, how do I feel about X amount of dollars that could have paid down whatever it is I'm trying to pay down, but didn't? How do I feel about that? Could I have made better decisions? That's what this is really about. Okay, I do this with myself, so I decided to do this out loud with you all. All right, so let's talk about it. What did I spend in the past month that could have went to debt, but didn't? First thing, and this is going to be from order of lowest to highest. The first thing I spent, $105 on my nails, on my mani and my pedi. Now, $105. And y'all can tell me if y'all think this is a good price, too high of a price, or if it's a good price, or whatever. Okay, so $105 was for a gel French mani. Are my hands ashy? So that's what that is. And then a regular pedi. And then I left a $10 tip. Okay? The next thing I spent was $220 on these lashes. I know. There was a time when getting lashes done was not a thing. But it's a thing now, and I like them. I like how I look with lashes, so I keep them going. But let's break down what it was. $220. Why? Because I got a full set. Normally I get a fill. So when I get a fill, this comes to about $145. But this time I was like, you know what? Let's get all these lashes off and let's start them anew. And so full set of lashes plus brow wax and tint. And then $20 tip. So that's what that was. The next thing I spent $320 on clothing. I went to Kohl's because y'all know I'm a very practical girl. So I went to Kohl's, and one of the things that I know I could have done, because I went to Kohl's, I feel like I went to Kohl's on a Wednesday. Y'all, I should have went on a Monday. I should have planned this out a little better because on Monday you get to do a military discount. Had I went there on a Monday and did my military discount, this would have came to $288 versus $320. But I felt like I needed clothes then and there. Really, I just needed a pair of jeans. I could have got my one pair of jeans in Bounce, but I didn't because I was feeling wealthy. But because of, now like I said, everything in balance, because I have been spending so much money in other areas, I really should have pulled back and not felt wealthy. For real. But what I bought was 3 pairs of jeans, 2 shirts, and then a jacket, like a coat jacket situation. So that's what that came to. The next thing we spent was $439 towards Miami. Now, it's going to be Jay's birthday. And so we're going to spend his birthday in Miami. That's where his family is. That's where his daughter is. And so for his birthday, I went ahead, and we're going to be there for a week. So I went ahead and purchased Our 2 round trip flights to Florida, Spirit Airline. Yes, yes, yes. So the flights were $64 a piece. Is that with luggage? I can't even remember. No, I don't think that's with luggage. I think we feel like we don't need luggage. I think we feel like we can pack in a regular, Spirit Airlines regular bag. And the flight is a nonstop direct flight. It's like about 2.5 hours to get us to Miami. And so, yeah, Spirit is just fine with us. So we're doing that. And then we have a rental car. I paid $61 for the rental car. I don't even know if he knows I'm picking up these things, that they're my treat. Anyway, $61 for the rental car that I put his name on because I'm not driving. He going to be driving. But that's for the upgrade, y'all. That is the upgraded. I spent a little bit more money. Instead of, I think it was going to be $7 a day. I think I moved it to the $10 a day deal. Y'all, I do my rental cars through Priceline. And I picked the car. So I'm not even doing the surprise mystery car. So yeah, $61 for that. And then $250. We're splitting the cost of the accommodations. So the accommodations come to $500. I told you guys, for some of you who know, who've been here, y'all, if you know, you know, I have a coworker who has a condo on South Beach, and he only rents it out to coworkers. It's his. He uses it whenever he goes to Miami or whatever, and other than that, it just sits empty. And then again, he will rent it out to people like, his coworkers. So he's gonna give me the keys. I think he's giving me the keys next week. Yeah, I'm remembering this stuff as I'm talking to you. So he's going to physically give me the physical keys next week, and then a passcode to the gate. I don't know what this place looks like. I don't know what we in store for, but it's South Beach, Miami, walking distance to the beach. It's going to be a surprise. I'm excited. It's my first time renting it out. He's showed me pictures, but again, I didn't do much research other than that. So that is what came to $439. Okay. So excited. Okay, the next thing I spent was $519 for 2 round trip plane tickets to Vermont. And this isn't with Jay this time. This is with my girlfriend Gwen. We're going to snowboard in Vermont, and she convinced me that I owed her money, which I did. Because one time, some years ago, maybe 3 years ago, so sad, she purchased us plane tickets to Mexico. It was like 4 of us who went, and she got everybody's plane ticket. And she said, and I think what she said to me at the time was, I can get her plane ticket one day when we go someplace. And I never did. So I was like, okay, girl, fine. I'll get your plane ticket to Vermont. So that's what that is right there. The next thing I spent was $560 in the area of giving. And this is because there was a baby shower, and I had to buy the baby shower gifts. And I have a gratitude sister. I have another group of girlfriends. We do gratitude lists together, and we do it like every day. And we've been doing this for eons. Well, we have an annual sleepover. We sleep over our friend Carla's house. Her husband makes us a beautiful breakfast. Like, it's just a beautiful thing. And we bring gifts. Usually this is our Christmas get together, but because all of our schedules be scheduling, and it's hard to find when everybody is going to be free. So it's never around Christmas. So this time it's going to be in March. So I purchased some more gifts towards that. And then there was just other extracurricular money that I gave away because I love gifting money away. One of the things I'm looking forward to when I have my house paid off is being able to give more, actually. So that's that. And then the last thing that we did with our money last month is we spent $910 on 2 flights. Me and these flights, we flighting all around. So 2 flights coming from Dublin, Ireland to DC. But we're going to have a 2-day stopover in Iceland because why not? So $910 one-way flights from Dublin back home for me and Jay. And I'm happy with that. So that came up to $3,073. And remember, I told you to analyze how you feel about it. I feel feel fine about it. The only thing that I felt that I could feel better about is the clothing, because again, I could have went on a day where I know I would get a discount. And if I felt like I needed the pants then and there, I could have just got that one thing and then went back later. Because honestly, I haven't even wore, outside of one pair of jeans, I haven't even wore the things that I purchased. So why? 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 Yeah. But other than that, I feel good about everything else. Y'all. So that's how I frivolously spent money last month. Tell me down there in the comments, where did you spend your money? If you frivolously spent some money, how do you feel about it? Could you have done better? Where you standing in your debt journey? All right. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm about to call the man and see if he got anything he wants me to pick up, if he made an order somewhere so I can pick it up, because your girl ain't trying to wait. But that is it. Talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.